Alright. Hello, my name is Chris Roman, and this is my video interview. I'm here with Claudette Wisnik with the Macomb County Department of Public Works. She's an environmental educator here, and she's here to speak with me about some of the things that the department's doing and some of her roles here. Okay. Alright, Claudette, do you want to talk a little bit about the Macomb County Department of Public Works?
Yes, here at Macomb County Public Works Office, we're actually the Drain Commissioner's Office, which means we maintain the drains of Macomb County. So if there's some drain that was created to help flow and retention of water so that houses weren't flooding out, we set up these drains to help take care of that. And so our responsibility is to maintain them and make sure that flow still goes on. And so our office has a couple different departments that help with that. We have our drain maintenance office, which will help with maintaining the drains so that the flow continues. If there's log jams or any large woody debris, we will remove them. If it includes moving some vegetation and opening up, we will do that too. We also have our soil erosion department. They take care of the building that's going on, especially along our drains and storm drains. If there's a concern, we have inspectors going out every day with builders, making sure that they are adhering to the permits. We distribute permits for the builders, and then we go out and make sure that they are following protocol. If there's any issues, they are warned, and sometimes their businesses, their building is temporarily put on hold until they can make changes. Our goal is to keep our waterways clean. We want clean water in Macomb County, and that's another section that helps. We also maintain the sewer lines. We have to be concerned about fats, oil, and greases that can clog up our drains. And in that fats, oil, and greases can be wipes. That's been a huge problem. Not just recently, but ever since people have been flushing them down the toilets. One of the policy things we're working on is Candace Miller has been trying to change the wording on wipes. Wipes will degrade, but it takes hundreds of years or so for them to degrade in our system, where it only takes a few days for it to go through. So it can clog up our pipes. So we've been trying to educate the public as to not flushing wipes or other things large like that down the toilets. Really, our toilets are just for toilet paper, and that's it. So we're working on that to try and change that in Macomb County. Yeah, go ahead.
That's great. As an environmental educator, what types of things are you doing internally within your organization?
Well, one of the things I do as an environmental educator, I will work sometimes outside, as we just said, educating the public. We do work with students with a water festival to help educate them. We have a one-day event that goes on. And then internally, we will go and do training for our employees. We have a permit. It's called the MS4 permit. And I gotta remember what the MS4 is. It's a multiple separate storm sewer system permit. So I got that. And what that is all those storm drains that you see in the roadway go right to the river. And so we want to make sure on the education part that we are educating our public on what's going on. But as employees of the county, we also have to make sure that our employees understand that. So we are maintaining a log of all our employees to make sure they are trained on best management practices. We have a series of videotapes that we go through to make sure that they understand their responsibility as a county employee and what they can do to help educate the public, and those that have a direct impact, our Department of Roads or any of our workers that are out there in the field, that they do understand best management practices and can practice them themselves and also work with the public to make sure that they're being enforced. And so we will work on that internally. Some of the other things we do, we have a flyer program. I can show you one of our flyers. But this also goes with giving this out to not just county municipalities, all the county governments, but all our municipalities in Macomb County, all our cities, all our townships, because they also have different requirements for their builders, and they are also interacting with these people. And so we will do flyers on concrete washout, on yard waste, which can do with landscaping companies, but also residents, on phragmites. We have been trying to educate people on invasive species. And so these flyers are available for the public, but we also do the distribution to all our municipalities.
That's excellent. Communication is a huge benefit for both the community and other governments. You did talk about with the Clinton River, which is a big part of Macomb County, and as well as neighboring Oakland County. Can you talk about the communication you did with the neighboring agencies and jurisdictions?
Yes, there are several drains that run from Oakland County to Macomb County, but also are shared with Wayne County, St. Clair County, Lapeer County. We have all these counties that border Macomb County. And when we share a drain, it's very important that we're both on the same page on how it's maintained. And so there are inter-county drain boards that meet monthly, and they will discuss different things that are coming up with our drains, whether it's an issue that's come up, or if there's some new proposals, new projects they want to work on to improve the drains. This has to be approved by all the neighboring partners. And so they meet monthly. These are open meetings to anybody. People can bring their concerns to these meetings, and we also can educate people through them. And so in that way, we were working to have clean water. The Clinton River watershed is the major watershed in Macomb County, but 40% of Oakland County drains into the Clinton River watershed into Macomb County. So it's important that we're working with our partners, because what they do in Oakland County will impact Macomb County, but we also need to be best stewards and show good examples so that we're continuing with this water. Once it ends up in Lake St. Clair, it then becomes a drinking water source for a lot of Southeast Michigan. And we are all part of that. So if we want to maintain our drinking water, we also need to maintain it in our neighborhoods.
That's great. That's good to hear. Is there any other challenges or projects that you're working on that you'd like to touch on real quick?
Our office has been working on a lot of habitat restoration. The Clinton River Spillway was actually an engineering design that was made in the 1950s to prevent flooding in Mount Clemens. And it was a straight channel. And what they realized is we have some of the best fishing in the United States here in Lake St. Clair. And this channel is becoming a habitat for them. So we did some improvements the last couple of years to encourage more fish coming into the spillway. And we have a fishing pier, and when you can catch fish, that also is a good indication of how the water is. So we're working on that. We're working on opening a lot of our drains. We have some very old-fashioned drains. Their original design was a trapezoid where the water just goes down this straight channel. And we're trying to make it more efficient so it can hold more water to prevent less flooding issues. And we're also working on that in several different areas in Macomb County.
That's great. All right, I really don't have any other questions for you. That's about perfect. Thank you so much for taking the time to
You're
speak with
welcome,
me.
Chris. All right, good luck with your